money that has ever made in his life. $20,000 a month. Some of y'all work so hard.
Man, let me get to the numbers. Y'all let me get to the numbers and watch how game about to change.
Shit. Some of y'all are doing overtime and stuff for $7,000 a month. This self-described pothead is in his basement with YouTube at $20 a month. Some of y'all work so hard.
Don't get it twisted though, even though it sounds good when Lee is saying it, and I totally 1000% agree with Lee to tell you. Make no mistake. But this YouTube shit is work. Don't get it twisted, because once you get to the point where you making money, where you making $5,000 to $10,000 to $20,000 a month, and you quit your job, and YouTube becomes your livelihood, make no fucking mistake. Now you work for them. Because you have to make sure, just like me, you gotta fucking do content every day. You gotta keep the numbers up every day. So in fact, you quit your job, so you ain't a slave to the system, but you a slave to a new system, because now you work for YouTube. And that's where a lot of, especially this year, this exposed a lot of motherfuckers that lost their platforms, and they were making fucking $20,000 a month. They were making millions. That got demonetized, and that shit is over. Now they're trying to scramble for money when they were making millions just a year ago. Just 6 months ago, they were making millions. You know, but because once you pulling in that level of money, they start thinking they're bigger than the platform, you know, and that's where, from what I've been watching, that's where each and every one of them fucked up, you know, is that they thought they started to believe they were bigger than the platform, and YouTube always got to remind you motherfuckers, like, we run this, and you work for us. As long as you on this platform, you work for us. And I say that with all due respect, YouTube. I love you guys. I'm trying to get down. I love you guys. So, yeah, don't take this as no shade. I want to stay in the comfortable space. I ain't gonna say the safe space, because there's shit that I'm not gonna do, where I'm just not gonna be, you know, co-signing bullshit I don't agree with just because I want to play nice. But I'm not going to be extra overly controversial just to kick up dirt for numbers and then lose my whole channel. That's where these guys fucked up. You know, because controversy do sell, and then you will do numbers with controversy, absolutely. But when it's risk over reward, is it really worth you losing your channel in the long run and losing all your income? Especially if you get to a point where you've been doing it for years and this is your only source of income, whether you're making millions or not. So once it's taken away, you know, shit get different. You gotta figure out now what you're gonna do to survive. And most people, and let's be honest, the more money you make, the more comfortable you get with making the money. Because that's the same mistake I made when I was pulling in 90 to 100,000 a fucking year. Didn't even realize I was making that much money. My dumb ass, I didn't even notice how much I was making until somebody pointed it out to me, like, yo, you know, you're making like 120 over. I said, what? No way. But then when I left, you know, shit get different. You gotta buckle down and try to reassess your situation and figure things out. And it could change in an instant, you know. I didn't think I was leaving after 12 years with these dickheads, but it ended up happening. So when you get comfortable, you always gotta remember not to get too comfortable, no matter how much money you pulling in. And don't forget that shit could disappear and you could be back to zero in an instant. Look at Puff. That's the perfect example for all of us. Look at Puff. Shit. Being in the location where I'm at, everybody in my area know and seen. We were there for the come up with Puff. If you know, you know. His very first office, very first location. We were there for that shit. Seen it all. You know what I mean? I ain't seen no Diddy party, so don't start that bullshit. But we seen his come up to when he from a regular guy to the billionaire mogul that he is. And we remember when he was a regular dude on the grind out here passing out flyers and the old bad boy windbreaker jackets and shit. And look, he thought he was bigger than the machine that he worked for. And when it was time for them to make him pay the price, look what happened. Oh, did the court start again? Oh, they played a replay. Hold on, y'all.